Welcome back to FemmeNoirTV. Today we're tackling a fascinating and sometimes controversial topic, pretty privilege. Specifically, we'll be breaking down the different types of pretty privilege and how they show up in our everyday lives. Let's start with the truth. The final boss of pretty privilege is being the full package. It's about being conventionally attractive across multiple markers: hair, skin, body, and overall presentation. But let's break it down because pretty privilege isn't a one-size-fits-all concept. Each category has its own nuances, and understanding them can help you navigate the world and present your best self. 1 is hair privilege. Let's start with hair. Hair has been a symbol of beauty and femininity in almost every culture, but here's where privilege comes into play. Hair texture privilege. In many societies, certain hair textures are favored. In Western society, looser, straighter hair patterns are often seen as more manageable and polished, while kinkier, afro-textured hair is often overlooked, though thankfully, this is changing with the natural hair movement. Hair length privilege. Long hair is universally attractive. Whether it's a sleek ponytail, voluminous curls, or waist-length braids, longer hair is associated with youth, health, and femininity. Hair color privilege. Preferences here vary by region. For instance, when I lived in Asia for several years, darker hair was preferred, something I personally appreciated. But lighter hair like blondes often hold a unique allure in Western society. But here's a pro tip. If you want to enhance your hair, consider natural extensions for length or density. Just make sure they blend seamlessly and look like they could be growing out of your head. Because let's be honest, there is nothing worse than fake-looking extensions. Next is skin privilege. Now let's talk about skin privilege, which is multifaceted. Skin color privilege. Lighter skin tones are often valued globally, thanks to the lingering effects of racism and classism. This doesn't mean darker skin isn't beautiful, because it absolutely is. But lighter skin is often a crowd pleaser in many societies. Skin texture privilege. So let's be clear. Smooth skin is a universal marker of health and youth. People with clear skin often receive better treatment, whether it's in job interviews, dating, or everyday interactions. So here's a pro tip. Invest in skincare routine that works for you. Focus on clearing acne, evening your skin tone, and protecting your skin with SPF daily. Glowing skin is always in. Now let's talk about body privilege. There is a big one. In nearly every culture, slim bodies are celebrated. Studies even show that the most attractive BMIs, or body mass indexes, are on the lower end, typically 19, 20, and 21 points to be precise. Think about your favorite celebrities. This is where most of their body types fall. But here's the catch. It's not just about being thin. It's about being proportioned and being fit. A toned, healthy-looking body is always more appealing than one that looks frail or neglected. Here's a pro tip. Prioritize a diet and exercise routine that makes you feel good and look good while supporting your goals. Remember, the goal isn't to conform to a societal standard. It's about being the best version of yourself. Similarly, within body privilege, we have height privilege. This is super interesting because it's one of the rare cases where being average plays in your favor. In the West, the sweet spot for women tends to be between 5'2" and 5'6". It's like the Goldilocks of height. Not too tall, not too short, but just right. So here's the average height advantage. Being in the mid-range is often the most universally appealing. It's seen as approachable, balanced, and feminine, which makes it a crowd pleaser. But there's also short woman privilege. Shorter women, especially in Asian communities, are often regarded as cute and dainty and ultra-feminine. Their petite stature is celebrated as a marker of delicacy and youthfulness. However, there's tall women privilege too. On the flip side, if you're tall, don't worry, you've got an edge, especially when it comes to high fashion. Taller women tend to have that runway-ready look. They are model-esque, and that is admired in the fashion industry and beyond. Think of the grace and elegance that height brings. It's striking and unforgettable. Here's a pro tip. Embrace your unique height. Whether you're petite, average, or tall, there are ways to work it to your advantage. If you're shorter, you can play up your feminine, youthful vibe. If you're taller, lean into your statuesque presence. It's magnetic, like Bella Hadid. And if you're somewhere in the middle, congratulations! You've got that sweet spot that tends to have appeal for most people naturally. Last but not least, we have another unique one. And that's going to be eye privilege. Believe it or not, the shape, size, and even color of your eyes can play a major role in how society perceives your beauty. Eye color privilege. Lighter eye colors like blue, green, hazel, or gray are seen as exotic and rare, and therefore the most desirable. This perception exists in many cultures, even in places where darker eyes are the norm. There's this mystique around lighter eyes that make them a beauty marker globally. Then we have eye shape privilege. Double-lidded eyes are considered a beauty standard in many societies, especially in East Asia where they're more rare. One of the most popular cosmetic surgeries there are double-lid eyelid surgeries. It's all about creating that wider, more open-eyed look, which is associated with youth and vibrancy. Here's a pro tip. If you weren't born with these features, don't stress. Makeup is a powerful tool to enhance your eyes. Play with eyeliner and create a more open shape, or use color contacts if you want to switch it up. Or you can be completely natural and embrace what God gave you, because there's no shame in rocking your own ethnic beauty. Just remember to prioritize your comfort and authenticity. Wearing what makes you feel beautiful is what matters the most. Thank you so much for watching. I know there's plenty more kinds of pretty privilege aside from these, but this is a great place to start. Let me know in the comments what you think about these different types of pretty privilege and how they've shown up in your life. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who needs a little glow-up motivation. Until next time, stay gorgeous and stay glowing. Bye!